Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, December the 18th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome, great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, we do have the Festive Scorched here in town for a couple of weeks, so that's pretty cool. So you should expect kill Festive Scorched at some capacity pretty much every day for daily challenges for the next couple of weeks. Now, if you did follow the daily challenge video yesterday, you would have saw me kill 5 to 6 Festive Scorched, and none of them had gifts on them. So they did have some ammo, maybe the odd piece of junk, and of course a legendary item. However, none of them had the gifts. And some other people had expressed, voiced their opinions on that on Twitter and on Bethesda support. And Bethesda does know about it. And what I heard, the latest thing, is they will be increasing the number of Festive Scorched spawned. Alright, so just an FYI. Some people were able to get the odd gift or two yesterday, but not, per Scorch, per gift kind of deal, right? So we'll see how it goes today. Also, take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. You'll notice that I have a 40% boost going on, just in case you see that I have a little bit more score than you. So, of course, I do get a 15% boost right off the current Season 19 Season Pass, and that's on 2 pages, a 5% and a 10%. And you can get that by being a Fallout First member or paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. And I did use a score booster drink yesterday, it being Tuesday, so we did our weekly challenge video yesterday, so you can check that out if you so wish. And of course, it gives us another 25% boost on top of what we had already, and that's for 24 hours. So you can only use 1 score booster drink per day, all right? Now we can see 11 minutes is left of this 40%, and after 11 minutes, we'll go back down to 15%. So just an FYI. All right, let's take a look here. Repair armor, weapons, or power armor 5. All right, so there's a couple ways we can do this. We can go to their respective workbenches and repair them that way. Now, of course, if armor, weapons, or power armor is at 100%, it will not let you repair them in any way, shape, or form. And I usually use repair kits myself. I'm a big fan of repair kits. Usually we can get them for free in the Atomic Shop. So every day we do get a free item in the featured section. So I always recommend to people, if you're playing every day, it's always good to kind of check the special offer section. Now today we get 250 caps, but sometimes there will be a repair kit in here too, so just an FYI. Now you can buy repair kits, they'll be down here under utility. Now I don't know anyone who does this, but I just want to show you that they are available to you if you so wish, and sometimes they do go on sale, so just an FYI. Now when you're using repair kits, you don't really have to be at a workbench. And you can also use a repair kit at a workbench. All right. So let's take a look here. Go under item. Take a look at our Tesla rifle here. So as you can see, we are below 100%. We're going to use a repair kit. So you see the bottom of the screen, you see inspect/repair. Whatever button it is for you, that's what you select. It'll bring up a screen like this. You take a look at the bottom of the screen again, you'll see repair kits. Whatever button it is for you, you select that, and you'll have 2 different type of repair kits, unless most people just maybe have one, but I do have a couple improved. The basic repair kits are the ones we'll get in the Atomic Shop, and they will increase to 100%, and of course the improved repair kit will repair it up to 150%, all right? So we're nowhere near a workbench here, and you guys see me do this all the time, and there we go, 1 for 5, just like that, all right? Now let's go ahead, we're going to go right inside here. And I believe some of my armor needs to be repaired. So let's go to our armor workbench here. And we're going to go modify/repair. Alright, so that is a little bit above 100%, as you can see. Let's keep going down the list. Okay, so this one here This left leg does need to be repaired. So let's go ahead. Now we're going to use a repair kit at the workbench. Okay. So same thing, inspect/repair at the bottom of the screen, whatever button of this view, that's what you select. All right. And then you can choose, see at the bottom, so you can choose workbench repair, or you can use a repair kit, whatever you want to do at a workbench. All right. Let's go ahead and use a repair kit here at the workbench. There we go. 2 for 5. Let's keep going down the list here. That's over 100%. Okay, that one there, the right leg needs to be done as well. So let's go ahead and use the workbench repair this time. Let's go inspect/repair at the bottom. And let's go ahead and do workbench repair. And as you can see, when you do workbench repair, it does, it is going to cost you some valuable resources that you may or may not have. And that's why I'm a big kind of pusher of the repair kits, because I know what it's like being a low-level player with not a whole lot of junk items on me, and not being able to repair my weapons or my armor. So repair kits are really, worth the weight in gold in that sense, right? Let's go ahead and do a workbench repair this time. There we go, 3 for 5. Nice. What else we got here? That's over 100%. All right. So we do need 2 more. So let's go ahead and we're going to check our stash box. Let's check our weapons here. So there's a couple of weapons here that we can fix up here. Let's go ahead and grab those 2. We'll go to our weapons at workbench this time. Same kind of deal. Let's do a inspect/repair. We'll do a repair kit. All right, repair kit. There we go. Just like that. Then we'll go down to this bad boy right here. Inspect/repair. We'll do a workbench repair. There we go. Repair armor, weapons, or power armor. 5 for 5. Done. Just like that. All right, let's go ahead and put these guys back here. Have a bunch of other junk on me, apparently. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and get something to drink here before we continue on. Should have done that before, I guess. There we go. Oh, that didn't really count. Didn't really click in there, did it? There we go. All right. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy. All right, let's go and craft an alcoholic beverage one. All right, now you are going to need a brewing station for this. Let's head out back to our barn. We have a brewing station. Now, you can get your own brewing station and your own fermenter by completing the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. Now, the way you can toggle that active is you come here to Morgantown. Right behind the Big Al's Tattoo Parlor at the back door, there should be a poster there. You can interact with that poster and it'll start off that little quest. Okay, now I actually did Wasted on Nukashine with a member on my Mr.Prince a couple of weeks ago. And you can check that out. It's all time-stamped just in case you run into trouble. But just an FYI, at the end of that quest, okay, back in the day, we used to get a plan, just like any other plan. Most of the time when we get plans, we have to go to our notes section and read it. But these particular plans for this brewing station and the fermenter, you automatically learn them at the end of the quest called Wasted on Nukashine. It's not a plan you have to go under your notes and read. All right, so just an FYI, I just want to add that in. Let's go to our brewing station here. Now we are going to go ahead and craft a fermentable beer. So we are going to need a corn and 2 razor grain, boiled water, and wood. All right, now we do have corn and razor grain right here in our camp, but I always like to kind of show folks where we can get this stuff at, just in case there's anyone new to the game. Of course, we have Aaronholt Homestead. Cobbleton Farm's a pretty good spot. A bunch of corn here at Silva Homestead, a bunch of razor grain at Billings Homestead. Actually, just around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that red barn under the overpass. That's a pretty good spot. We have just behind the General Steakhouse. That's a pretty good spot as well. All right, so there's all kinds of options there. Let's pop up here to Cobbleton Farm this time. We've been down at the Silva Homestead and Billings Homestead the last couple of times. So let's make our way up here just to kind of change things up and show you folks this location for those of you who are unaware. Now, when you are harvesting flora, there is a perk card that will help you out. It'll be under perception. It is called Green Thumb, read twice as much when harvesting flora, so instead of 1, you pick up 2, okay? Now, you don't have to have it equipped like me. You can have something else there, but it's not a card that you throw away, okay? It's definitely worth your... Oh, excuse me there. I was lost my cookies there. Did you see that guy? Ah, cracks me up. It cracked me up. Oh, this game, I'm telling you. Sorry, guys. I just couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. It's better to shut the mic off and cough than to cough in your ear, right? But it's a good cough. It's a happy cough. But anyway, yeah. So Green Thumb is definitely a perk card you want to hang on to. Okay, it just saves you a lot of time, especially doing daily, weekly challenges. All right, let's grab some corn here. We don't need a whole lot. So as you can see at the top left-hand corner, we are getting 2 instead of 1. All right. Let's grab some razor grain here. And again, we're going to need, for every 1 corn, we're going to need 2 razor grain, all right? But I just kind of wanted to show you a spot rather than the usual Silva Homestead and Billings Homestead. Let's pop back down to our camp here. Telling ya. I know it's annoying yesterday not getting the gifts from the Festive Scorched, but times like that, like those ghouls doing the things that they do, like really cracks me up, and it just cracks me right up. I don't know what it is. Here's our brewing station here. Let's go ahead. We're going to craft our fermentable beer here. Just the one. There we go. Craft the alcoholic beverage 1 for 1. You don't even have to put it in the fermenter. It can be just a fermentable beer, just like this. Beautiful. Beautiful. And again, if you have crops in your camp, definitely what I usually recommend to folks. All right, what's next here? Oh, while we're on the subject, go ahead and eat a vegetable 10. So again, as we just talked about, we can find vegetables a lot of places. Airhold Homestead, Cobbleton Farm, all kinds of corn at Silva Homestead, all kinds of razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that red barn under the overpass. The pumpkin house, bunch of pumpkins up here. Now, I don't know if the pumpkins are considered vegetables or not, but General Steakhouse right behind there is a pretty good spot. A lot of tato plants behind there. And there's also a bunch of unmarked farms. There's a location, like a random encounter location where enemies fight other enemies. It's like a little combat zone down here. But there's a lot of unmarked farms down here you can always check out as well. All right. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a carnivore, you can go ahead and complete this daily challenge. It is easy to do. And again, as I mentioned, the perk card under Perception, Green Thumb Retrenchment Harvesting Floor will definitely help you out here. All right, so we got all kinds of stuff on us that we picked up. And we can fix that, sure. All right, there we go. Now, again, we just use some vegetables in here, but I do show you guys most of those places. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you that I am a carnivore mutation. Right there, okay? And we're going to eat these vegetables. Let's go ahead and eat these corns here. There we go. Eat a vegetable, 10 for 10, done. Just like that, guys. Simple. Super simple. And the same thing is vice versa. If there's a daily or weekly challenge that says eat a meat-based meal and you're a herbivore mutation, you can still do the daily challenge. You don't have to re-roll or waste a re-roll. You could just do it, all right? What's next? All right, collect a burnt book 5. So we did do the weekly challenge just yesterday, and I brought you guys right down here to good old Summersville. Of course, it's the first house right on the right-hand side. Now, it was the house that used to be back a day full of Mirelurks, but no longer. There's usually about 4 or 5 weekend ghouls around that house, but all kinds of burnt books in there. We were just there yesterday, all right? So just an FYI. The main thing you got to remember about that house is because there's so many books there, a lot of people will use that house to reset their game by picking up 250 items, okay? And that pretty much resets the game for them with all the junk items that they're kind of looking for, okay? Like all the spawns. And you can go server to server, maybe server hobby even 5 or 6 times, people have told me, and not have any luck finding any books in that house. So you just got to be patient, all right? So just an FYI, there are still books in that house. We were just there yesterday. A pretty good spot is right here at the Overseer's, not at the home, but when you spawn here, you go to the Overseer's childhood home. So when you spawn here, you just take a little bit look over to the west and you'll see a little blue house. And that is the Overseer's childhood home. Go upstairs, all kinds of burnt books there. Excuse me. And then Where are we at here? Helvetia. That's what I want to say. Sorry. Helvetia. So right on the corner, right across the street from the yellow house, you'll see like a white, kind of off blue kind of house. If you head upstairs, all right, there will be a little bookshelf there with some burnt books there as well. All right. So let's pop over here today and we'll check that out. Now, there are going to be some Scorched here, so there might be a chance we're going to run into a Festive Scorched, so just an FYI there. So this Helvetia is a hot spot for some Scorched. You can check that out, but we're just here for the burnt books here. So here's the yellow house in the corner. Here is the kind of like the whitish, kind of off blue kind of house here. Just head upstairs. Wait for the other guy to come up here. There we go. Alright, so it's right here. So this little bookshelf here, as you can see, several burnt books here. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to satisfy this daily challenge. And this is, you can use as a backup. You can use this as a backup just in case you, let's say you don't have Fallout first, you're on, you only have private servers to deal with, all right? And you go to that house in Somersville, and your 5th time there, can't find any books to save your life because people are just taking them all. You can come to places like this. Just use this as a kind of like a little backup, all right? Pretty good little spot. All right, what's next here? Go ahead, complete an event. If you take a look at the description, there is a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. The main reason I made that video is because a vast majority of the events we do in it is we spawned in ourselves. So we can spawn in certain events on our own on both type of servers, private ones and public ones. Now, it could be a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging on public ones because depending on how old that public server is, someone could have already spawned in most of the events or some of them. So the event you're trying to spawn in, okay, it might not show up for another half an hour or something. This is a little cooldown associated. So just kind of keep that in mind. But those of you who watch my channel has seen me spawn in those events on both type of servers, okay? And because we've all been on those type of servers before and we're looking around, there's not a whole lot of events going on, or there's an event that we just don't feel like doing, all right, or don't want to do, all right? So just an FYI, you can always check that out. We get down here, Fly Swatter. I like to do Fly Swatter, but I don't have the right weapon for that right now. It's a ranged weapon, but it's not gonna, I think the vertebrate's gonna be a little too far for. So let's go down here to the Voltec Agricultural Research Center and see if we can spawn in fertile soil. There we go. And this is one of the first events that you do as a brand new player to the game, all right? Most people will come down here to Flatwoods, and usually coming to this area will spawn in this event here. Right, let's go ahead and kill these guys. Now, you can go ahead and take out all these robots. These robots are great resources for many great things like aluminum, lead, steel, fusion, cell, I should say. But I'm telling you, you can go ahead and do that if you so wish, but we're just here to do the event, right? Now, you can go through that little fun house if you so wish to take care of those robots. Now, you don't need a jetpack to get up here like I just did. You can just walk up those stairs and make your way to the roof here, all right? If you're here just to do the event, I should say. And all we're going to do, we're going to lock and load here. And we're going to make our way down these stairs and make our way down to the basement.
That should keep our people safe in the area. Be careful.
Alright, let's go ahead to this main frame here, and we'll change the targeting parameter just as it's asked. There we go, done. Complete an event 1 for 1, done, just like that. Now you can make it as difficult or as easy as you want, whatever you want to do. It's your game, but this one here is nice and easy, and you can spawn in yourself. All right. What's next here? Deal critical hit to a Radtoad 1. Alright, so I do have several videos showing you how to perform a critical hit. And you can check out those videos if you so wish. Now, Radtoads are a little bit harder to find sometimes, but usually I find right up here in Grafton is a pretty good spot. So let's spawn up here to Grafton. It's going to take us just a little bit north of the town. All right. So don't confuse critical hits with crippling. Okay, they're two different things. All right. So let's go along here. So the Radtoads will be right along this little river, right around these houses. If you go right into Grafton itself, will be super mutants, mutant hounds, some robots, maybe some floaters. Okay. Now there's also some 2 Radtoads that are usually over there. All right. We're going to head over here. I'm going to get up on this house here just so I can kind of explain the critical hit thing to you guys. Alright, let's get our weapon out here. So you see how we go VATS there, right? Where did he go? Okay, so see, I'm in VATS. So you see at the middle of the screen, you'll see the crit bar, all right? And the crit bar looks full, all right? Now, if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see critical, and in my case, it's Y. So whatever button it's for you, it'll be flashing. And when that happens, that's how you know you're ready to make a critical hit. Now, believe it or not, if you... Oh, these guys are going to kill. All right, so let's go ahead here. We're going to hit the critical button. See how the screen flashed? We're going to shoot up there just like that, right? So what I was going to say, the only reason why I did that because those 2 guys over there are going to kill them. So the main thing you got to remember is that sometimes when you're, we'll use this guy over here as an example, I guess. When you are, shooting, when you're like going through a big area, there's a lot of enemies around, okay? And believe it or not, even though you're looking at the screen in front of you, okay, that crit bar in the middle, as you can see there, see how it's like partially filled in? It comes up so fast, you don't even notice it, all right? And especially like you're focused on the enemies itself, even though that's like right in front of you, okay? As silly as it sounds. So as you get going and you start, getting in a big area where there's like a lot of enemies, all right? Basically, there'll be an audible sound. It'll be like a little bloop sound. So as you get going, you might not be able to see that bar being the crit bar being full, but you'll hear that little bloop sound telling you that is ready to go for a critical hit. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna fill up our critical beater here, as you can see. See how it's kind of filling up there? Now one more. Watch what happens. All right. Keep going here. Alright, so you hear the little blip sound? So that tells me that it's ready to do a critical hit without even having to look for that bar in the middle. Without me even having to try to guess whether it's ready to do. And then all I do is I'll hit the critical button first, which will make the little screen flash white, and then I hit the fire button. Now, if you do come across an older video of mine, I'll tell you guys to hit the critical button, in my case Y, and the fire button at the same time. And that definitely works, okay? But the better way is to hit the critical button first. See the screen flash as you just saw there. Then you hit the fire button by itself. And that, as you can see, critical strike on a Radtoad. All right? That's kind of wanted to show you back there before those 2 guys took control of the old situation there, all right? So... just an FYI, and as you get going, as I mentioned, you guys watch me play enough, especially in areas where there's, a lot of enemies at one time. You'll hear that blooping going all the time, and that's all I'm listening for. I'm just listening for the little bloop sound telling me I can do a critical hit, and I'm good to go. Now, You can miss on a critical hit. It has happened to me in the past, okay? So I usually aim for the torso because it's the biggest part of the enemy, all right? So just an FYI, you can try it out that way as well. All right. Now that we beat that to death, what's next? Kill a Festive Scorched while on a team 5. Okay, so it's just not killing a Festive Scorched this time. We have the dude on the team. Now you can be on a team with another player, or you could be on a team by yourself. It doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to go to our map screen here. We're going to go, map screen here. We're going to go social. Now I am the only one on the server, so I'm going to create a team by myself. Just going to go casual here. As you can see, I'm on a team by myself, and now we can go after some Festive Scorched. So I did yesterday's daily and weekly challenge. I did put a video at the very end, like a pinned video at the top of the right-hand corner of the screen. And that is a video that I made this past summer. So we did have Festive Scorched this past summer for 2 weeks, but you can still utilize that method, even though it's, winter now. It's, December here in Canada, or whatever December is for you. But essentially, you can still utilize that method for going after the Festive Scorched. And at the end of that video, I actually show you guys how you could even craft your very own gifts, if you so wish. Now, I find it's not worth crafting gifts, okay, because it's cost you caps to buy the wrapping paper, and then you have to craft them. But I find there's no difference. Like, you're not going to get better plans or better stuff out of gifts that you crafted as compared to gifts that you get off the Festive Scorched, okay? All you're going to lose out is the caps that you're spending on buying wrapping paper. Just my personal opinion, all right? Just because I've tried it many times, all right? But I want to show you guys the option that you guys can try it out for yourself to go, wrap your own gifts if you so wish. And of course, we all know all the spots, the hot spots for Festive Scorched, like the Camden Parks, right up to the Tyler County Fairgrounds, the Wavy Water Parks and stuff like that, okay? So we all know those spots, even if you're a brand new player. It doesn't take long for you to figure it out. But that video, I believe there's 21 locations I bring you guys for Festive Scorched. And it's all time-stamped, and you can check that out if you so wish. All right. Now that we talked about that, let's pop up here to Morgantown Airport, and we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna see if we can spawn in the event called Collision Course. Now, this is another pretty good way to get Festive Scorched, is that there's a bunch of Scorched that show up for that event, and the more people you have at that event, the more Scorched show up for it. Very similar to down here. I think it's called Line in the Sand, right down here at Fort Defiance. Alright, so we're here after some Festive Scorched here. Let's keep going here. With them a couple times there. Oh, he's just a regular guy. Not too worried about it. Oh, there's a... Oh, jeez. Big old haymaker there. Alright, so there's our boy there. It says 1 of 5. So again, no gift. Okay. So what I was told, or what I read, is that they'll be increasing the spawn of these Festive Scorched. So we only found one so far. So let's go over here to see if we can spawn in Collision Course. Beautiful.
all responders. This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can
Oh,
make the
nice.
drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Beautiful. Now, if you never completed this event before, there will be a little Scorch Beast flying around. I wouldn't bother even wasting one bullet on that guy, because it's eventually going to fly off in the distance, alright? Don't even bother wasting your time on it. Just my opinion, I've done this many times. Why are these guys hiding? Oh, no, I didn't mean to shoot him, no. After I just said don't waste a bullet, there's Jimmy shooting them. That's picked him up here. Now, usually they kind of come right out, and don't know what's going on here. It's been a little while since we actually did this event, but maybe it's something they changed. They all usually kind of run right out, like just like these guys here are doing. See, he's flown off now. He's gone, so that's good. Oh, he's like way up there, that guy. Wow, why is he way up there? Go after him. Oh, she's right in that cage there. Lock and load here. So we get a couple there. Guys, a couple guys up there, beautiful. So that's good. That makes me kind of happy there. Oh, he's a little slippery there, isn't he? Oh, why is this guy way up here? That's crazy. Right, there's our Festive Scorched. Beautiful. Still no gift. Okay. Alright, so we're on the last wave here now. Yeah, it's bizarre, because usually they just come right out to me. It's a little different there. The guy up there, that's awesome. Wow, this is a really good spawn. I love this. I love how they're spawning like this. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, so we got some stuff here. Let's look for some gifts. We got any gifts here? Got a bunch of gears, that's cool. You have a weekly challenge looking for gears, so that's pretty awesome. No gifts. 0. Wow. Wow. So they didn't really say when they're going to make that change. I would sure hope that they would have done it right away, but that kind of defeats the purpose of everything. Of going after these guys, right? At the gifts. That's why we're doing it. For, you know, to get those plans, right? Now, just an FYI, while we are talking about it, these government aid drops when you complete collision course, if you're ever looking for pre-war money, that we talk about it all the time here on the channel, anywhere from 99, 100, or 101 pre-war money. And the main thing is you don't even have to complete this event. So let's say you go to a public server, okay? And you come here, and you know they have a weekly or weekly challenge looking for pre-war money. All right, there could be some government aid drops already here because some people could have already have completed this event. You didn't even have to complete this event. You can take the stuff out of this government aid drop. All right, so just an FYI, I always kind of make kind of reference to other daily, weekly challenges to kind of help folks out complete them. But yeah, that is a real shame. Not one gift. So if you ever do get a gift, it'll be under aid. We got nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. Wow. All right, we are done. We are done. Let's head back to the old Christmas camp here, and we'll take a look at the weapon of the day. A little disappointed, not going to lie. You guys can probably sense it. All right. Take a look at this weapon of the day here. Of course, the same one I was using yesterday. This is this anti-armor rusted tactical Tesla rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS. Minus 25% action point cost. We have a semi-automatic barrel. Reflex sight. And of course, this awesome looking rustic paint. 129 electrical damage. Of course, it takes a cell. Alright. And of course, it is considered a rifle. So under perception here, we have rifleman, expert rifleman, master rifleman, all maxed right out. We have tank killer, concentrated fire, suppressor, tenderizer, covert operative, evasive, white knight, adrenaline. We have these random perk cards. You guys see these guys kind of popping up as they are being activated. Of course, it's pure luck. Legendary perk cards here. Of course, these perk cards don't change for me. They are all maxed right out. Pretty good. All right. Yeah, there you guys go. Hopefully, I wish you guys better luck in getting gifts from those Festive Scorched. We get a good amount of them in a short period of time just doing that event, as you saw. Highly recommended, of course. But I hope you get more gifts than I. Just one gift is better than me. Right now. Because I got none yesterday. Wow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me to the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake, Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMe, that's me, G33K, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost, Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben, Durant. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.